Good morning. I am really excited to kick off a series that I am going to call Fun Activities in Five. So I am setting the timer on my phone, and we're going to do 5 minutes or less of a fun activity that you can try this week in your classroom. This week's activity was born out of me not understanding the directions on how to play right past draw on from the comprehensible classroom. And I basically went through the activity, didn't understand the directions, and came up with this instead. And so we've been doing this in my classroom for a couple of years now. I like to call it read, draw, write, pass. You'll see the connection, but you'll also see where it very much is different due to me not understanding. So, what my students get, they all get a piece of paper that looks like this. You can see an original sentence is written on the paper. There are boxes down the side, and then it's numbered 1 through 6 on the side. So the way that this works, every student gets one. I usually do about 10 or 12 different first sentences. In this case, se sienta was a word that we were focused on in this unit. So I try to use one of the words we're focused on in the first sentence of the story. So everyone gets their paper and they get a clipboard. Read. They get about 60 seconds or less, depending on your students, to read the sentence. They get about 60 seconds to draw the sentence that they read. So they read, they draw, they write a sentence that would come next in a logical story. So he sits on the bench. Maybe he sees a bird sitting on the bench, or he is named Susie sitting on the bench, or he doesn't want to sit on the bench, so he stands up, or whatever. They write whatever they want to. I challenge them to try to use the words we're focusing on in our unit, but they don't have to. Read, draw, write. Then they're going to pass this paper and their clipboard in the direction that you determine. I like to do a zigzag, so it makes a giant circular shape flow. When they are done, they end up looking something like this. So you've got, we didn't finish this round, but they are reading, drawing, writing, reading, drawing, writing, reading, drawing, writing, reading, drawing, writing, and you would keep going. What I love about this that kind of became the reason I stuck with it after figuring out that I was doing it wrong is that afterwards I've got 5, 6 sentence stories that I can reuse really easily. I can pull them up and read them and say, he sits on a bench. He's named Dylan and he sees a dog walking in the park. Dylan doesn't have water for the dog. He runs to get water. He drinks the water and gives the water to the dog. I can read that little short story out loud in the target language to my students and have them do a listening activity, have them write some true false questions, have them, I can type them up and they can read them and we can do a little gallery walk with the stories. I can use these for follow-up activities, which is great because then I teach 2 classes of each level right now. So I could have 60 or 70 stories if I really wanted or needed them that I can use for this round in the unit or even for in the future. Don't even have to use them today. Or if you don't want to do a follow-up, you don't have to do a follow-up. You could just do the activity and be done with it. So this is your first fun activity in 5. I did hit less than 5 minutes. So I hope that you enjoy that. I'm going to put a template to this activity in the comments if you want to give it a try. And I hope that you and your students enjoy it. Have a great day.